Maybe. All right, you should be able to hear me now. Appreciate it, guy. My OBS settings reset themselves yet again, and I didn't even think to check it. It worked just fine last night. Oh, damn. Can you hear me all right now? Okay. How's your day so far today, guy? Good, good. You're in Italy? Is that where you live, or are you visiting? Yeah, I'm thinking Thunder Spear might be better all around, because for even the little bit more damage that Comp Arrow does. Let's see. Get my door. Yeah. It's only 10 more base. You've lived there for the last 3 years? Cool. I would love to visit Italy. I've seen pictures, and it looks like a beautiful country. It's different. So there is definitely a lot to be desired of classes. They actually did a hot fix yesterday, and they changed it to where most characters' mobbing skills that they had on a cooldown now have no cooldown again. So like Archer, Rangers, Arrow Rain, Snipers, Arrow Eruption, what else? Rush for Warriors. They also took the cooldown off of Flash Jump, and still gave it to Chief Bandits. Like, they didn't remove it from Chief Bandits, so they have it too. But it's kind of like a weaker version of Flash Jump. Like, it's definitely not as potent as the original version. They didn't really change much for mages, I don't think. It'll still be very interesting to see how everything pans out. I'm wondering what they're going to do with priests, if anything. Be cool if I got some Ilbies. That'd be a sweet drop. Chief Bandits were actually a lot of fun. I'm not minding the Ice Lightning Mage either. I haven't tried Hermit out. I mean, Hermit's just a fun class no matter what, as long as you have the funding for it. I think the last class that I'm going to try out before this ends is the White Knight. Because I tried out Dragon Knight, I tried out Crusader, and those were okay. But I think the White Knight is really going to shine with their elemental properties, especially with the fact that you can safely stun things without a second thought. And yeah, it's going to be good for them all around. And plus they do like really good damage. I figured I would just come up here and poke some enemies in the meantime. Ideally, I would like to see them make some changes to Priest. Like, even if they leave the like attacking where it's at, like their offensive capabilities, I really wish they would at least bring the heal damage back, because that is, I mean, I get why they took it away, but man, their clerics are just really stunted in their progression. You watched a priest video, and if they add a cooldown to heal the class, oh yeah, no, 100%. Like that would just add insult to injury at this point. I mean, it is already very apparent that priests are much less desirable than whatever they used to be. Like the fact that they don't have Holy Symbol anymore. And here's the other thing too that I noticed. So I got into a party the other day as I was on the boat. We were just kind of messing around, and when I joined into the party, there was people that were damaged quite a bit. I think because of hyper body, and the healing, it took a lot more to actually get them back to health than just like a heal or two. I think it was probably three or four heals just to get them up to full from a 30% increase. So even though it says on heal that there's 100% recovery, it's 100% recovery for the cleric, which is kind of making me think that the heal is based off of the priest's max HP, is what I'm thinking, but I can't confirm that, obviously. Correct. Yeah, it's supposed to, and I think that it does, which is why I'm thinking that the 100% value is whatever the cleric's HP, like base HP, is. But without having somebody to test hard values with, it's hard to say. Because the other part of that is there is another priest skill, or maybe it's a cleric skill, that increases the healing potency by 10%. So if you actually healed 100%, then you wouldn't have any need for that, which is what my initial question was. And then I finally tried to heal somebody, and I was like, oh, that's where that comes into play. Oh, it's Bless. I think it's Bless. That if you max Bless at max level, your heal efficacy is increased by 10%. Something else I got during an event yesterday, which I think is a really cool addition to crafting, is this thing right here. Never saw one of these before, but they had a Crimson Rog event yesterday, and I got one of these somehow with the hundreds of people that were there. So whenever you're scroll crafting, if you use one of these, you have a chance to gain a 60%, a 10%, or a Chaos Scroll. So Chaos Scrolls are confirmed in Classic already. Priests give up their DPS just to support the team, so if they take that away... Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, and honestly, that's the way that it feels like, is it just feels like... Yeah, I thought that was a really neat addition. So I kind of want to test it out just to see if I can get a Chaos Scroll, because I can make like really bad scrolls right now. Like I can make Topware HP. I can't make any of this stuff. So I think you're like effectively going to need those. So I could, if I was up to level 8, I could be making these earring scrolls, and then you got glove crit rate, cape main stat. Oh no, that's all armor. That's all weapons. No scrolls there. Yeah, so Arcforge is the only crafting thing, or the crafting class that can make scrolls. And you have to get pretty high up there in scrolls for it to be worth anything, really. Like, at least level 8. Hold beam's okay. Let's see, like the max level difference between those two is 107. So there's 100 attack difference. You have a 20 and only a 25% chance to electrocute with that. And that hits up to 4 enemies. This only hits 1, but the difference in damage is just... Alright, I'm gonna kill one more lycanthrope and hope for a set of Ilbies, and then if I don't get it, then we're gonna go back to town. Because I want to try crafting a scroll. Oh, sad days. Do you think players can invest in every type of crafting, or will everyone specialize in one thing? I think over time, everybody will invest into everything, because it's going to be a thing, the classic hey, give me materials and I'll make something for you, and all you have, yeah, give me materials and I'll make something for you. That way they can increase their crafting level for free, essentially, by using other players' materials. Wait, what does that say up there? The group photo will be taken in Orbis in an hour. Talk with Lynn in Lith Harbor. Move there instantly. Okay. I didn't do any kind of like damage value testing for like, oh, where would I be at with the stat points of a level 70 or a level 60 or whatever the case may be. I think there's definitely very defined ways to go. I think that when it comes to certain instances, there's just too much trade-off. Like for Ice Lightning Mages, like, you know, you max Magic Guard, you max the MP increase, you max either one of those two, because it really doesn't matter. This is better for economy with MP. This is just more universal. Does the same damage at max level. Cold Beam and Thunderbolt, like, in my mind, that's double the MP. Hits up to 4 enemies, sure. But unless you're, like, stacking attack, by the time that you actually kill the enemies, you could have killed them all with half as many casts of this. So I think the higher single target's the better way to go with that. You know, obviously, it's nice to know that you can max MP Eater, Meditation Teleport. MP Eater nerfed to shit, by the way, because enemies, I don't think, have near the max MP that they used to. I mean, maybe I'm just defeating the wrong enemies, but let's see. Comp Arrow is 35 MP. I don't know. I'm trying to get a good visual representation of. Boy, this MP Eater really isn't proccing very much. As a little bit. We got like 40 MP back, maybe. Is what AoE? Oh, Holy Arrow? So Holy Arrow will hit a maximum of 3 times. And honestly, they need... Well, yeah, so I did test Priest out, so I saw Holy Arrow firsthand, and I gotta say, I'm not impressed. Like, Shining Ray just outperforms it in every instance. Like, when it comes to, I shouldn't say in every instance, but with Holy Arrow, when I was testing it on zombies, it would take me 1 Shining Ray at max level to kill 3 zombies, because it hits a maximum of 3 or 4 enemies. So I could kill 3 to 4 zombies with 1 Shining Ray. But if I was using Holy Arrow, it would take me 3 or 4 casts to kill a group of 3 zombies. And I understand it's a 3rd job skill versus a 2nd job skill, so obviously the 3rd one's going to be better. However, I still just feel like the damage for Holy Arrow is not very... I think it's the same base damage. Let me check MeowDB quick. But I want to say that max level Holy Arrow is the same... There it is. Holy... So basic attack 60 at max level, basic attack 60 on 3 enemies versus 130 on with a single cast of Magic Claw or Energy Bolt. So legitimately, unless you're constantly hitting 3 mobs, the damage value of Magic Claw is still better. And the holy element, like damage increase, like if I was hitting a zombie mushroom or a zombie or whatever, it's honestly not that noticeable. Like, it is not a noticeable difference in damage. Back to town. Remember, we need to go buy more nearest town scroll. Have any LNAF return scrolls? Where is the... Is there no Arc Forge here? I think they have an Arc Forge in Orbis. Like, I just switched class when I got on, so... How long have I been on for? I still have like another 20 minutes or so before I get to switch classes again. Let's go back to Orbis, Linnea. Arcane Station, there we go. We don't really have much for difference. Watch the crafting and then head outside. Watch the meteor shower. Turns out there's one in it. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, not a problem, guy. I appreciate you stopping in. It was a pleasure to see you, and I really hope you enjoy that meteor shower. That's going to be really cool. Let's go with helmet HP. So yeah, it takes 10,000. Oh, we can't. Okay. Accuracy. I guess I don't really have a choice. Do I have Topaz? I have Topaz. All right. Use the additive. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got a 60% out of it. So there's a chance to produce an intermediate, greater, or chaos scroll. So I'm not sure what the percentages are, but I mean, it works. It worked. We got a 60% when crafting 100%. So outside of farming scrolls, that's gonna be pretty lucrative, honestly. Like, these are gonna sell for a lot of mesos. But as far as I've seen, at this rate, or at this point, the only thing that drops them is Crimson Balrog. Yeah, that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. Because especially when you get into, like, you know, stuff like this, which I'm wondering if they're gonna expand the crafting at all. Like, glove crit rate at a chaos scroll level. I mean, you're gonna have assassins that eventually have 100% crit rate, if depending on what they can do, or as close to 100% as they possibly can. So, yeah. Pretty cool little deal. I plan to compile everything into, like, a YouTube video at some point. I'll probably work on that afterwards. I'm just not good at video making, so that's gonna be a test of my ability. But I gotta start somewhere. Holy crap, there's a lot of people here. No, don't summon the Krogs. I don't have the pots for that. Nerf priest, someone says. Crazy. Can't see a thing. Well, I'm not gonna be waiting here for an hour. Just listen to all that nonsense go on. The question about scroll crafting is how much it costs to make one, whether it's more worth than buying in the free market. Yeah, honestly, I think it's going to even itself out in the market, because either nobody's going to craft scrolls because the catalysts are too expensive and the scrolls aren't that expensive, or those are actually going to control the market. And the scroll prices themselves, whether they drop from enemies or whatever the case may be, is going to revolve around train of thought. Don't mind me. I have like a million different things going on in my head, and then they just all shut off at once. Yeah, it's either going to dictate the market, or it's not going to be worth it at all, is basically what I'm saying. Because realistically, everyone's going to be after Chaos Scrolls. Which I was really hoping to get a Chaos Scroll during that. Just to see it. Right, right. Oh, they do actually have Chaos Scrolls listed on MeowDB. So let's go Cape Intelligence. Hold on. Okay, so what is a 10%? Ah, okay. So Chaos Scrolls have the same success rate as a 10% scroll, but they give one stat more with a 50% chance that it's going to be destroyed. That does not sound worth it at all. That doesn't sound worth it in the slightest. So a 10% Cape Intelligence gives you 3 intelligence if it succeeds, and a Chaos one gives you 4 at the same success rate, but there's a 50% chance your item just goes away. So that just really doesn't seem worth it, because the amount of damage that your stats actually give you, at least in like single point in increments, just is not, it's not that substantial. So in order for that to be worth it, they're really going to need to min-max, not min-max, but they're going to really need to like change how potent stats are. Yeah, it's too many numbers for me too, honestly. I just want to be able to play my Maplestory. That's all there is to that. Oh, that's a me. Not every day we see an OG Bara user. He either doesn't care or he got a million whispers. 0 in between. That just hit 5? That did just hit 5. Hold on. Does this hit more than... Does this hit up to 6 enemies? Oh, we hit at least 5. Which is kind of crazy, so... Okay, maybe. Scania rules. Yeah, I was playing around the time, or right after Bara launched is when I started playing. My friend had a beta account that I played on. But I didn't actually start playing until Barrow released, and then Scania, well, of course, was packed. So I was like, well, guess I'm going to Barrow where my friend is, because he thought it was too packed in Scania when he started like playing the non-beta version. There's a lot of Maplestory Classic content creators though, and it's nice to see. It'd be nice if I could get to that point, but I don't have the time to do like all the crazy stuff that everyone else does. Got responsibilities. Yeah, the good old days. So are you guys expected to be able to see a bunch of... Oh, that hit 6. That was 6 of them. Nice. Okay, so... Does it say that it can hit up to 6? No, it doesn't. So this... would actually be more beneficial to high spawn rate areas. Whereas this would be more potent in just one-shotting enemies here and there. So this could be useful in like Ant Tunnel or the Cave of Evil Eye. If we ever get Ludi, it could be useful at Rets. It can obviously be useful here. So I'll probably end up going... I'm still not convinced of what class I would like to go when Classic does come out. Like, the changes that they made have not deterred me from playing Classic. I do hope that they make more changes that are more reminiscent of OG Maple, like the days that we remember, without all these weird class balancing changes, because everybody has to be the same. But yeah, at this point, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. What time are we at here? Now we still have a little bit of time. I'll zap some more things before. Oh, actually, you know what? This would be a good time to test this out. I think that only hit 4. Yeah, that only hits 4. Either that or they've just severely shunted the range of... I think they just severely shunted the range of this. Yeah, the the range of Lightning Bolt is way bigger. It does look like 3, but I think it can hit 4. Let's try this little grouping up here. Well, it helps if I use the right skill. Never mind. Fat-fingered, wrong button. Okay. Everybody gather around. Okay, it did hit 4. I just didn't kill the 4th one. Six. Wonder what she needed sticks for. See, it's a good thing I hoard everything. Can't stand to part with my stuff. Don't ask, yeah. Shouldn't ask questions I don't necessarily want the answer to. Because you just never know. Well, I think I'm gonna get one more class change to be able to try out beforehand. So at this point, I've tried out Dragon Knight, Crusader, Ice Lightning Mage, Priest. I tried out Chief Bandit, and I think that's it. I think that's all I've tried. So I still have White Knight, both Archer classes, Fire Poison, and Hermit. Which, I know Hermit's a fun class, so I don't really want to waste the last one with that. It's just an expensive class to deal with. Hey, ma'am. You like Cartman? Ma'am, what do you need the stick for? Oh, it makes me want to play Stick of Truth, actually. What do you think? What do you think, Guy? What should be the last class that we try out? I was kind of privy to trying out White Knight. But I'd like to know if there's anything you would like to see. At least out of the ones I haven't tried yet. Alright, let's jump back to math. Oh yeah, we should. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for whatever class we switch to. We'll use the cape or the hat HP scroll on that. Okay, I can pick. You watch later since you're about to head out? No worries. Hey, not a problem, guy. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Hope you have a great night. Enjoy your meteor shower. Catch up with you later, friend. Yeah, I mean, I've tried out 2 of the 3. May as well try out White Knight. Okay, so let's do this again. We kind of remember this. Do that. Precise strikes is going to be beneficial to us. How much, I don't know, but the 5% crit rate is nice. I mean, Flash Blast, kind of nice. But it only hits 4 enemies, so I'm thinking Power Strike is going to be the way to go. That does like 260%. What does Max Slash Blast do? Because I'm not even going to be using Power Strike. 130 versus 260, so I'd have to be hitting at least 2 enemies at a time, at all times, for it to be worthwhile. And it's actually, well, I don't know what. I'm sure that goes up to like 12 MP. I don't know. Slow attack on the sledge. I'm thinking the one-handed sword or the one-handed blunt. Doesn't really make a difference either way. Let's just go blunt weapon mastery because why not? Blunt weapon booster. Threaten. We rush there. Oh. Oh. Nice. Okay. Oh, so we don't get rage. We get threat. Okay. That's cool. Booster. Now, look at this. Consumes charge state to attack up to 4 enemies within a certain range with elemental imbued power as a chance to maintain the charge state after use. You get fire, ice, and lightning charge. Abuse weapon with fire for 90 seconds, damage 2%, 45%. It's 40% damage over 3 seconds. Chance to freeze enemies for 2 seconds, and chance to become electrocuted, which the electrocution lasts forever, I feel. So I think that is going to be... I don't know whether I need to do that. Oh, maybe I use... Oh, maybe I am still using... Elemental Crash. Moves fire, ice, and lightning resistance. Charged. How does that work? 210 damage. 210% damage. Yeah, 31. So let's... Use your sword or blunt weapon with a fire element for set duration to increase its power, granting a chance to burn enemies and inflict continued second for 3 seconds. Deals fire weak enemies. It deals reduced damage to fire resistant enemies. Blah blah blah. The effect is removed immediately if you equip a weapon other than a sword or a blunt weapon, or use a charge skill of a different element, and has a chance to be removed when using charge blow. Okay. So I'm not sure what dictates a charged state. You know, I'm not gonna lie, the power guard just really doesn't do it for me. I would rather invest those points into like either one of these two. Put it all into that, I suppose. So let's put Ice Charge there. charge there. Oh, does it matter? Does that only work with... Oh, no, it's this one. Okay. Let's see. Let's grab Slash Blast. Seems to be the case. I think I needed 65 decks. 60 decks in there. Pump the rest into strength. Boink. 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 Okay, so a nice 4,700 HP. Oh, wrong weapon. There we go. Wonder what dictate charge. Oh, so I just used that. Okay. Interesting. Then I could switch to ice, which I'm not going to freeze anything here, so I should go back to orbits. "20 minutes before this group picture, so we have a little bit of time to goof off." That's a funny sound skill. Okay, so that does hit more than one enemy. Alright, hold on. Put lightning back on there. So, hitting at least 2. Hitting 4. So that's cool. The damage is somewhat lackluster, but makes me wonder. Consumes charged state to attack up to 4 enemies within a certain range with elemental imbued powers. Has the chance to change this charged state after use. What does that mean? Because consumes the charged state would indicates to me that I should have a chance to lose my charged state. But there's nothing indicating whether I am in a charged state or not, other than the buff itself. But again, that implies that I would have a potential to lose the buff. I mean, there are some damage hits that I'm like, oh, that's a lot of damage, and then there's others that are like, eh, that's not that much damage. Okay, definitely seem to be hitting more damage when I hit more enemies. What is that? Random poison cloud? From Fire Poison Mage, I'm guessing. That was just a very weird spot for them to... Yeah, I mean, I one-shot them, so it's... I think it's going to be a matter of maybe choosing 2 elemental skills and not really batting an eye at the other ones. Like Fire Charge, 45% chance to deal 40% damage over 3 seconds. I mean, I like the utility of having the Lightning Charge better because it can stun enemies for like a few seconds. What am I making at launch? I don't know, man. I'm a little torn with the changes that they've made to certain classes, with, you know, basically reinstating their old status of cooldowns, or lack thereof for that matter. I kind of want to start a Chief Bandit, but I also kind of want to do an Ice Lightning Mage. I was gonna do Cleric, but unless they change something about it, like, it's just not that fun to me. Like, maybe if they brought back the heal damage, I might. But I just don't see a huge purpose for them. And then White Knight is kind of on the table for me. I used to be a 94 CB back in 94. Was maybe made it higher than, maybe made it 95. It was somewhere in the mid 90s that I made it back in the old days as well. I was an OG Bara player. Yeah, it was a lot of fun back in the day, and then I just yeah, my around the time when my friend introduced me to this game, he was playing on Bara after having done the beta. So I hopped into Bara with him. Same. It just so happened that way, but that's cool. I mean, I honestly liked, I don't know, I liked Bara's server insignia more than I did Scania's anyway, so gotta represent, man. But yeah, I tested out Chief Bandit yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. Like, the fact that we get flash jump now, that's really cool. And they removed the cooldown on it, so now it's kind of back to the old way, but also not, because it's kind of like a limp dick version of the OG flash jump. So I think, again, there's still some tweaking that needs to be done. Yes. Yep. Yeah, so the day before yesterday, or up until like 7 p.m. or so, whenever the server reset was, yesterday, they had flash jump for both Hermits and Chief Bandits on a 3-second cooldown. They actually had a lot of other skills that were on cooldowns as well that typically wouldn't be. Oh, Meso Explosion is getting absolutely 0 of my points. I was testing that out yesterday too, and it is garbage. It is a garbage skill. Have you been playing the beta too? And pickpocket Meso shit and disappears quick? Yeah. I guess I blew them up before they had the chance to disappear, so I don't know how long they really lasted for. You played for a couple of days? Nice. Yeah, so they changed, as of the patch last night, they changed it to where for warriors, rush no longer has a cooldown. Or it's got like a 1 second cooldown or something like that. But the distance is pretty nerfed on that. For rangers, arrow, rain, and arrow eruption, they took the cooldowns off of those because they were 5 seconds. Like 20 or 30 seconds instead of 2 minutes. They also need to up the value that drops too, because I picked up a lot of those mesos and it was like 1 or 2 mesos. I don't even recall seeing 2. It was like exclusively 1 meso, which just doesn't do anything for me. Let's see, what else did they change? They took the cooldown off of flash jump. Just going off of memory here. I think that was all they changed. So holy symbol from priests is still garbage. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Band of Thieves hitbox, it only hits in front of you now. And yeah, Band of Thieves wasn't getting my attention either. Like, honestly, by the time that I would kill a group of enemies with Band of Thieves, I should have just used Assaulter once on all of those enemies and they'd be dead. Yep, exactly. Exactly. It's so easy to just whiff your skill and then it does nothing. And it's like, and then you'll most likely take a hit. You know, if you miss, and even if you hit them, they'll probably just get bumped into you anyway from one of the other thieves. Oh, I don't know. Savage Blow and Assaulter were definitely like my go-tos. So I did this just a little while ago. So during last night's GM event, they summoned a bunch of Crimson Balrogs that, you know, everybody being level 100, you know, fought them, beat them. Plenty of people died. I got spawn trapped dying a bunch of times. But one of the things that I got, that I used just a little while ago, was one of these. So this is a new addition to Classic. This is not a thing that's ever existed before, to my knowledge. So when you are crafting, you have a chance to get a 60%, 10%, or a chaos scroll when you're making a 100% scroll. They gotta cook on third job a bit longer. They need to cook on a lot of things, to be honest. I think there's still some other areas they can stand to do a little bit better with. They also increased the iframes from 1 second to 1.5, which is what it used to be. So you're not getting bounced around like a rag doll. Let's see, am I gonna get a scroll to succeed? Wow. Amazing. I managed to pass 1 scroll during this entire beta, so I am now quite pleased with myself. So it's the amount of time that it takes for you to be hit again by the time, or after you get hit by a monster. So you get hit by a monster and then you can no longer be affected by enemy attacks for 1.5 seconds. until then you can get hit again. When the beta first started, they decreased that time to 1 second, so you could get hit by a monster every single second, which it makes a huge difference in the amount of damage that you take. Even just that little half second. All right, let's see what's going on. It'd be kind of crazy right now. I see everyone is... Yep, that's why people were burning pots like crazy, was because of that reduction in iframes. Yeah, I think the most that I had on my character at any one given time was like 30 or 40k was the most that I had before I had to buy pots. But the meat and lemon meta is where it's at. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's gonna... Man, if I was playing this back in the day, this would crash my computer. This would 100% crash my computer. Oh, Lynn finally hit 1,000 fame. Holy crap, that's worth a lot of experience. Make better choices with your classes. Took 10 minutes to launch April on your PC. Like current day or back when? There's so many people. This is honestly really cool to see, and I'm glad that I could have the opportunity to be a part of this. Oh, okay. LimeWire mentioned, yeah. LimeWire is an age check all its own. Yep, good old days of LimeWire. Oh, I'm gonna park right here. Oh god, lagging. Eh. What did he say? I didn't see what he said. Sheesh. Boy, my stuff's getting bogged down. The MS Thief. God. You play private servers, you play a little bit, you want to save the energy and not get burned out so you can actually grind the daily through the week? Yeah. I don't know where... Oh, man. I'm gonna try to get up top before... Even with my computer as it is now, the fact that I'm even lagging is insane to me. Top mid, like up here? Oh, there goes. Oh, never mind. Oh, they're trying, it might be, they're trying to crash the server. Oh, I see him. I see him. Oh, Nemi's up there too. This stuff in the way. Gonna park right here. Yeah, good luck with everybody jumping at the same time with all these. When people are spamming their abilities. I'm not sure what their, like, full status is. I think Nemi might be a coder, but I think Inkwell is more so just like the community person. But I could be wrong on that. I'm not gonna lie, I only just found out they're actually real people. Like, I didn't even, like, I had heard the name Inkwell, but I didn't know it was, like, actually somebody. This is really cool to see, though. Oh, that should be the picture. I can about guarantee that Inkwell is going to. Yes. So she actually, apparently that's a helmet, like specifically designed just for her, and she has been seen without it equipped. And she's just like the base, like cutesy ponytail, like short ponytails. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Like, there's some people that are convinced that there's like a special algorithm for people that say like, I love Inkwell and Inkwell's the best, like before they scroll. It's like a ritual for them, and like that's how they pass their scrolls. It's crazy. Maple fame indeed. Well, it's like there's a gal named Lynn that's been on this, gathering fame. Within this week-long beta, she's gotten over 1,000 fame. Yeah, it's insane. Well, it'll be cool when we figure out when this launches. I mean, my plan is obviously to maybe we're in 12. You can get behind that. Yeah. For some people, it's just a thing that they do. Like, some people go to a certain place when they scroll, or maybe they'll like hover the mouse on the item for a certain amount of seconds. Like, everyone just has their rituals. There are a couple of instances where you need fame. Like, there's an equip that you can buy in Lith Harbor, I think. It's a pair of jeans that require 20 fame to be able to wear it. I think there's only a couple of quests that only unlock after you have so much fame. I could be wrong on that one, but I feel like I remember something with that. Yeah, it's just, you click on. Nope. Can't see your info. So yeah, there's definitely some reasoning to have it. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun when we see. Oh, shoes as well? Yeah, I think shoes. That makes sense. Bead shoes. Oh yeah, they also changed snowshoes. While we're on the subject of boots. So, snowshoes are level 30, which I think they were before. But there's one for every class, and they give one to your main stat, which is kind of cool. I unfortunately did not find a pan lid the entire time that I was playing. I was hoping to get lucky enough to be blessed with one, was not. Oh yeah, brown bamboo hats suck now. Those don't give luck anymore. But blue bamboo hats give intelligence now, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, Nemi took her helmet off. I don't remember what my screenshot button. Oh, okay. The level 20. Oh, the white bottom ones? Is that the one you're talking about? Sounds like the white bottom shoes. I'll tell you what, I don't think what's it called? Something I was gonna say that just Chaos Scrolls. Chaos Scrolls do not seem worth it. Like, by any regard. Yeah, they were either a Henny or a Lith item. It was one of the two. I can't remember which. In like 5 different colors. Yeah, they were, yeah. Let me go on to MeowDB quick. White bottom. Yeah, so they had red, pink, blue, and orange white bottom boots. Which required 20 fame. So the stats for Chaos is whatever the scroll is, it is the same success rate as a 10%. So let's take Cape Intelligence, for example. So a 10% Cape Intelligence gives you 3 intelligence on success. Chaos is also a 10% success rate, gives you 4 intelligence. So 1 more stat than a 10%, but it has a 50% chance to destroy your item, which does not sound worth it at all. Also, I don't think white bottom boots. Hold on. So orange white bottom boots are the ones that you would want, if anything. Those give 2 speed. Blue white bottom boots give 1 speed. Yeah, right? That's my sentiment exactly. Fuck that. I ain't gonna risk destroying my item. Oh boy, they asked if we were ready. Just bring 30s back? Exactly. Yeah. Yep, I knew it. They were gonna start. Here come the Crimson Rogs again. Everyone gonna be dying now. Gotta weed them out. I ain't gonna be able to survive this, most likely, even if... I mean, everything's basically frozen in space right now, so we're gonna... Right, no kidding. I got transformed into a snail. Oh man. And not only is this shit map to fight on, you got everybody and their friggin' grandma trying to kill these things. There we go. I finally got the... I mean, I'm not getting any items, I can about guarantee that. No, I'm in Central Time. So it's just after 6 for me. Oh god. Nope, I don't want to get stuck on there. Probably dead. I need to heal. Give me health. I'm spamming my HP pots just to try to get something to actually succeed. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yep, I probably just died from that touch. You drive trucks? Nice. I work in supply chain, so I work for just purchasing in general. Okay, let's do this. Can I switch to? Yeah, no, you're perfectly fine. I don't mind talking about it. Not that you know, supply chain in the purchasing world is a very, you know, fun and exciting topic. It is what it is. But driving truck sounds like it'd be pretty fun. You know, just being able to experience the, you know, driving around different parts of the country. There we go. Finally died. Oh man. Oh, you deliver for Costco? Oh man, I bet you make pretty decent money doing that. Working for a big organization like that. Okay. Give me 2 seconds here. Yeah, logistics isn't a bad gig. Don't get me wrong, I wish I could stream full-time. That'd be a hell of a lot funner than logistics, but here we are. It's nice you don't have to deal with bosses. You get to live in the truck for free and go home on the weekends. Yeah. All right. We're gonna try to either get into this map or change channel. I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's the server or if it's just this map. I guess if we make it to a different channel or a different map, we'll find out. Oh, thank God. Okay, just the channel. We made it out! Subbed by Schneider Trucking. They have a contract. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I make decent money, but with 3 kids, it's still not the best. $38 an hour to Maryland drivers? Jeez, man, I wish I could make $38 an hour. That'd be a huge increase for me. Right? Like, hey, can you guys come to the lag-infested server? That'd be great. We're just gonna go clap some monsters around for the last little bit that we have here. My favorite area was always NLC, so I don't know if they're gonna add that back at any point in time. But it would be cool. Yeah, costly but worth it, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Biologically, none of the kids are mine. But I mean, that doesn't really make a difference to me. They're still my kids as far as I can say, but my oldest just turned 18 last year. My younger daughter is 15 and my youngest son is 10. So yeah, Coolies was a fun time. I liked it as well. You know, I kind of want to see something, because what percentage damage was this doing? Let's see. Damage plus 20%. So it's like not a huge increase. Yeah, I also spent a long time there, and the fact that they've nerfed clerics so bad, I mean, like clerics, KSing will eventually become a problem, just like it was in old Maple. It will become a problem, and I'll tell you right now, if I was against a chief bandit, even as a mage, I would probably lose that KS fight. With equal stats and everything, I would probably lose that fight. Like, priests will not be able to defend themselves against KSers like that. Yeah, I think I'm honestly looking at Ice Lightning Mage a lot. Like, Page is okay, or White Knight, I should say. I suppose the other thing I can put this on. Like, there's just, like, I'm level 100, and I'm hitting, like, 2k. Maybe almost 3k. Oh, there was almost 4 there. I guess maybe the range is just super wide. Yeah, I mean, that's mastery, which is supposed to balance out your stuff. See, I don't know if... Are you talking about priests? Do you think priests will make the most money, or chief bandits? Well, again, are you talking about priests can hit 6 mobs? Ice lightning. Okay. Yes. So that's true and not true at the same time. So ice lightning can hit 6, but it's 6 with the second job skill. Third job, the ice skill only hits 4 enemies. Ice lightning is S tier, best mobbing skills in Telly. I want to see this guy's crit. 43. I thought I was hitting 6K on certain mobs with my bandit yesterday. Yeah, I was got them on S tier for right now. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some promise there. They're probably one of the more fun classes. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, the defense is nice, but I take like half the damage he does. That's about as good as it gets for me. Back for a fire really fast. Seems like a lot of classes are weak and people are trying to say, oh, it's because they aren't funded and scrolled. I feel like it's almost like everybody is exactly the same. Like, that's legitimately the way that it feels to me. Yo, what's good, horse? Gonna do... Alright. We'll do sword. I'm about to play modded to help Fallout 4. Nice. That should be pretty fun. Okay, let's do... We are CB mains at heart. Yep, that is just the way that it is. trialing both of those out. Power Guard is so weird. I shouldn't say it's weird. It's weird when it's compared to Cleric's Invincible. So they changed Invincible to give touch damage now. Like Thorn's touch damage. No fast travel. No fast travel, damage with mods, more advanced enemy AI, skipping main story, and doing this bounty hunter mod. That sounds pretty cool, dude. I actually don't. Nope, I've never completed Fallout 4, and I've barely played it. Haste adds up over time in terms of mobility and leveling. Yeah, like it's not going to be great right off the bat. Like there's definitely places to improve. The dragon's a joke. Oh, that can hit 3 enemies. Okay, so I can hit up to 3. So it's basically like Slash Blast. Try using Power Strike. Oh my god, I got an item! Success! I'm hoping that they stick to just stuff being cosmetic. Like, I understand it's you know, they're gotta make money off of it somehow, but I don't know. I'm gonna enjoy it for as much as I can. You know, as soon as it drops. I think it's been a fun time overall. I do think that Nexon has a bit more of a understanding now that people want more of the classic Maple experience, not just something new with all these balance changes that nobody requested. So we'll see what they do between now and launch. You used to play Combat Arms, Horse? God, I haven't thought about that game in forever. It's been a long time. Am I playing GTA on release? I'm thinking about it. I've never been like a huge GTA player, so it's kind of one of those things like GTA 6, I'll probably get into it, and like maybe that'll be like my introductory to the series. But we'll see. Yeah, I've been playing the only other thing that I've been playing a lot of outside of this is Soulframe, which is like Warframe's kind of like sister game, essentially, made by the same developer. So I've been playing that a bit. Yeah, I like the cars and the driving more so than anything else in GTA. See, I could be like flash jumping around right now, but instead I'm a warrior, so I have to walk everywhere. And I do the same damage as the Chief Bandit does. Crusader did pretty good damage, I think, but Ice Lightning definitely took the cake with the Thunder Spear and Composite Arrow, though that was doing a lot more damage. Oh wow, we actually got a +1 top. Can't wear it because it's a girl top. But yeah, it was good times all around. I had a lot of fun playing it, and yeah, I don't know what we're gonna switch to after today. I know we'll be streaming Power World on Friday with T and a couple other people, so that should be a fun time. Then outside of that, I guess we'll kind of figure out something else to play in the meantime of hearing anything with this. I did see that they did finally leak the Ocarina of Time remake themed Switch 2, and that looked absolutely badass, so I'm hoping I can get my hands on one of those. Well, because we'll definitely be playing the remake when that comes out, but we got time before then, so we got to figure out something else to fill our time with. So but that's gonna do it for me, guys. I mean, there's 25 minutes left. I've pretty much done everything that I want to do with this, and I don't think they're gonna announce anything too crazy until, you know, in the last 25 minutes, unless they just somehow pop a release date off right before they shut the servers down. But I don't foresee that. So hope you have a good night too, Horse. Pleasure seeing you, brother. Herb, appreciate you sticking around chatting for a bit. It's nice to meet you. Look forward to seeing you again. Maple going bye-bye. Yeah, tonight's the last night of the beta. I mean, I could theoretically play more Maple. I could play other servers and whatnot, so maybe I'll do that if it's... You subbed? Hey, I appreciate that, brother. I thought I heard a notification, but it didn't show up on my list. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, I'm sure you will. I'm gonna aim for my I'm gonna aim for having my same name that I have on here, same stream name, and the whole nine. So definitely I'll be streaming other games in the meantime, like, so if you ever have the chance to stop in, it'd be nice to see you. Oh yeah, no, I'm going to. I'm just saying, like, outside of streaming today. like, this classic server is shutting down, but next time, or in the future when I stream before classic comes out, maybe I'll play other servers and I don't know. I guess we'll see. Well, so until then, you guys, take care of yourselves. Much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see you again real soon. Toodaloo.